Hello, my JAMAICANOMICS Global Collective. I hope you're doing well today. After I sat down, right, and read all the comments that came through as a result of several videos, I think it was about 12 videos so far that people have made quite a bit of comments on, and I so welcome you making the comments because we're here. This channel exists so we can learn right from each other and learn and grow and change to make Jamaica and the global Caribbean a lot better. So something came up and I decided that I'm going to address it, right? Now, a lot of Caribbean people over the age of 40, you might, I'm not saying that you are, but you might feel like, okay, what is she talking about when it comes on to micro businesses, right? And I want to address this because if you understand a little bit more about this, then what, I'm so sorry. That's my alarm going off because my cousin is almost ready to be picked up. I'm sorry about that. I'm waiting on my cousin who is an elder. And I think I mentioned that in the initial video. All right, so I want to address this. And one of the reasons I want to address this is because micro businesses is what's going to save Jamaica and the global Caribbean, and very, very high paying, skilled jobs, right? But most of micro businesses, right? So let me go ahead and let me address that as to what a micro business is, and to tell you that our parents, some of our parents, and a lot of our people in Jamaica, now quite a few Jamaicans now, are doing micro business. For example, higgling. There was a lady in my community who used to just sew uniforms for all the school children, whether they were going to basic school or they were going to primary school or all-age school or high school. She would just be the person who was the community seamstress. That's a micro business out of your house. My dad, who was a farmer, used to specialize and sell cabbage to the hotels in Ocherius. My mom, who started the basic school in my community. That's what we call micro businesses, right? So let me define it for you. A micro business is a small, skill-based, home-started income stream that uses what you already have around you: land, food, talent, herbs, or just space to generate consistent money without needing a big building, big staff, or big capital. In most cases, my global JAMAICANOMICS collective, you can use your family member or your neighbor or your average Jamaican or your average Barbadian or your average Bahamian or your average person from St. Kitts or Montserrat or wherever in the global Caribbean that you were born or live. So let me break it down so you can understand. A micro business is home-based or community-based. It's skill-based. Cooking, farming, crafting, processing. It has low startup costs. It's family involved. It can be part-time or full-time. It's focused on one product or one niche. Now, I know when I mention skill-based, cooking, farming, crafting, those kind of things, you say, all right, there's a lot of people doing that already. Well, that's the main reason why I mention that, because they do. But what some of you may know or may not know, or you partially know or are aware of, is that we have traveled abroad and we have seen how people do business in the United States of America, in Canada, in the global in England, and we can take those skills back to Jamaica. Like, for example, let me give you a great example: cooking. Most Jamaicans do cooking, whether it's on the side of the street, which I think is excellent. Some of them do it from their house, and some of them go into hotels and do it. Some of them have little mini restaurants and different things. But there is so much cooking involves so much more. I don't see a lot of Jamaicans doing bottling stuff. canning stuff. With AI, the opportunities are wildly expansive, right? Now, this is where our minds need to expand, right? For example, let me give you some good example. Food based, right? Nesberry jam or marmalade. Who is doing that? Soursop, sweet sop pops. Drinks. Yes, I know we have more drinks, but we can blend soursop with Nesberry. We can blend soursop with just different things. Mango, ice cream or pulp packs. Aloe vera gel. Aloe vera is all over Jamaica and the Caribbean, just wasting. Aloe vera gel. A set of beauty products could come out of that. So, yeah, you could have quite a few people specialize in that. You have, you have callaloo. I know we have callaloo patties and we have callaloo, a few callaloo items. But guess what happened? Can I say something? There's so much more you can do with callaloo. There's callaloo pizza. Somebody could just specialize in vegetarian pizza. All Jamaican, Caribbean vegetarian pizza. Right? Or more people. Because there may be one or two people doing it, but more people. Right? Handmade pepper sauces. More pepper sauces. We need more. Herbal teas. Different castor oil, natural products, for example, right? Different castor oil blends, aloe vera hair products, castor oil blends, herbal skin creams. How about resource based? Let's talk about it. Collecting and crushing glass bottles for resale and recycling. And before you say it's impossible, can I tell you something? There's a lot of people who are already doing that as well. But not in Jamaica and the global Caribbean a lot. There's a machine that if you get together 5 or 10 people and you go around Jamaica and I say you get 5 or 10 guys or women or whoever, and you can go and pick up all the beer bottles. Jamaica, and they drink a lot of beer and a lot of alcohol right now. I'm not a drinker. I just have to put that in there, but it is what it is, right? I'm not prejudiced against all of that. What I'm saying is that you can go crush the bottles, right, and resell them and turn them into products. That crushed glass, a lot of companies will buy it from you. How about creative food inventions? This is my lane. I used to do, when I used to cater, before I had my divorce and things went bad, jerk chicken spring rolls, Caribbean fusion snacks. I used to do a lot of that, right? How about packaging frozen items for export? You guys have all those empty houses sitting down. What are you doing with them? Now, here is what's important. Business, people, you think that business equals stress, big money, big building? You got the building inside of your own house. Hurricane Melissa blew down a lot of things. There's a lot of big problems in Jamaica that need to be solved. And you can solve it on a small scale. Nobody's asking you to do no big old thing. Business, you know what business is? It's equal organize what is already in your hand. The resources, my JAMAICANOMICS Global Collective, that's already around you. That is biblical too. Jesus' disciples, some of them were lawyers. Some of them were carpenters. You had fishermen. You understand? So, you don't need a big business to start from your yard in Jamaica, or your yard in Bahamas, or your yard in what you call it, Barbados. You are surrounded by money, but you're calling it bush and waste. So I just thought I would just do a little thing in my van, because as I said, I'm waiting on my cousin and she's calling me now to come and pick her up. She's probably getting anxious. Well, listen, if you're serious about rebuilding Jamaica and the global Caribbean, first of all, stop just listening to me. Start subscribing to the channel. You know that I'm addressing issues that you guys been thinking about a long time. Right? So please subscribe to the channel. My cousin's calling me, I'm sorry. Please subscribe to the channel. And I spent some time building the Jamaicanomics Rebuilders Guide. It's excellent. I'm not forcing anyone to buy it. I'm going to say that. But let me say something to you. The time is going to come when you're going to want that and the price is going to go up. So I'm saying to you right now, if you're serious about building Jamaica and the global Caribbean, go ahead. If you think it's worthwhile building your country, coming back and building, go ahead and order it. What is it going to cost you? $27? Is Jamaica worth it for you to order something for $27 that's going to guide you? That's going to help to change your mind? And by the way, it also comes with a free download, Mindset Renewal, and a little mini starter's guide that's there. You get that free of course. I took a lot of time and energy and I put it inside of there. Listen, thank you so much for allowing me to share. I appreciate you nevertheless. Go ahead, subscribe. And while you're doing that, get your credit card out, order the Jamaicanomics Rebuilders Guide. God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope I wasn't too rushy today. I kind of wanted to not just sit here for an hour and do nothing. So I thought that this would be able to help you, to show you, don't be afraid of starting a micro business. It's not as difficult as you think. All right, God bless you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.